Hey guys, this is Sarah Wilson from the Conway Ministry Center. Just want to share a little bit about how I was called into missions. I was called to be a missionary when I was in the seventh grade, and I had no idea what that even looked like. But over time, God started to prepare my heart for it, gave me a love like I had never known before, but like many teenagers do. I started to drift from God whenever I was 17, 16, around that age. I really found found my life in a dark place. Just gripped by addiction, self-worth issues, um, all of the things that just confined me into darkness. That is where I was, and so I lost sight of what God had for my life. It wasn't for until a little while later that God started to bring me out of the darkness, that He started to give me a new identity in Him, one that I was honestly terrified of, because I had just labeled myself so worthless in the eyes of anybody else, including God. But He has reaffirmed to me that He did have a purpose with my life, that the plant that He did when I was young in the seventh grade and had a heart for those who I knew were somewhat like me too, He gave me back that love. And so that's what brought me to the Conway Ministry Center. When I first came to the Ministry Center, I fell in love with this place. I felt like God had called me here. I knew that His hand was all over my journey to this place, and just working, or my mission here has looked so much similar to what I experienced early on when I was lost. Here we get to do the same things that missionaries do overseas. I get to pray over people. I get to just kind of put in them the word that God put in me early on, whenever I felt like I wasn't worth the love of God, when I felt like I had no value to society. Many of the people that come here feel that same way, and it's just not true. Everybody has a story as to why they were brought to the Ministry Center, and my mine is not the same as every person that I know that comes here and am able to pray with and pour into. Their story has value too, and that is what I love to do.